myself.
The news came quickly to Bethlehem. Jesus the Messiah was born in a manger to them. They brought him their gifts, the wise kings did, and worshipped. Herod tried to kill all the babies instead. Dear men of God, whose side are you really on? So it was, that poem was given just after the Twin Towers, and I was told to send it to the Archbishop of Canterbury, and it was obviously to avert the Iraq War. Now, prior to this, my mum had passed away, and there was a sister in the Lord that dreamt that she was in the courts of heaven asking for an unfulfilled worship gift to be granted to me, and God hit the gavel in agreement. And from then, I, in worship, was overtaken by the love of God and declared in abandonment that He reigns. They were singing a song, He shall reign, and I shouted, no, He does reign. And in this abandonment, what transpired proves to be a spiritual conception. And what this turned into being was by following the unctions, the instructions from the Holy Spirit, to bind the imagination and loose the Holy Spirit in the Sunday service, that God undertook the church, and the pastor told us we should shout to the Lord our thanksgiving. And as I felt unworthy, but because of the knowledge that Christ was worthy, words came into my mouth that I shouted, and the power of God was released, resulting with out of my mouth coming the words, thank you for the gift of healing to this church. So this knowledge that this legacy that came from my mum was actually because she'd been wrongfully treated for many years. She was locked away in a mental hospital. And the medical records we looked at after her death, and it said she's claimed rape by her father, and it's not been substantiated. And so we've deemed it schizophrenia. But the long story short was that the prophetic word, when I came to Christ in 1996, I saw Jesus on the 8th of the 8th, 88, while pregnant with Hannah. Hannah had been given first in a vision, and her arrival, having seen Jesus on the 8th of the 8th, 88, after I cried with all my heart for actual world peace, but then got lost in him, and just his name overwhelmed me. The arrival of him and the sense of being petrified caused me not to respond properly. And from Hannah's arrival, I did begin to turn with all my heart. And words came that I followed that led me to meet the woman who said I've got to be born again. And they arranged a deliverance and stood around me speaking in tongues. And as I surrendered, as a demon left my heart. And it was through meeting this woman that was a prophet in this healing church that the gift of prophecy. Oh dear, what a 2 hour at the left. Just the gift of prophecy. The gift of prophecy was that the devil scrambled your mother's brains during a period of hospitalisation. She brought a great many people to the Lord. Way. So prophecy, right, is the main thing to worship God. So I saw Jesus while pregnant. My mum was still alive then. The prophetic word brought us to reconciliation. After her death, there was a supernatural legacy bequeathed that resulted in the gift of healing being given to the church. This gift of healing is the knowledge that God is the star within us, and that His Spirit is given through baptism or awakened through interaction with Him, the laying hands, the laying on of hands, or the baptism in water, or the persistent seeking of Him, and the obedience to the instructions that He gives. Either way, the long and the short of it is that passion is His, and that's the secret. Wow, way, that's it. That passion is His, and as we follow the star like the wise men did, then He does the miraculous.